I have a genuine question. If you listen to a book on Audible, could you say that you read that book? Or is it in its like own category? Do you have to say that you listened to the book instead of read the book? I don't know, I feel like it's different, but maybe it's not. And maybe I've read a lot more books because I've listened to more books. I don't know, let me know.
Oh, stretch. Hey. Hey everyone, good morning. Here's the thing. My New Year's resolution, or one of them, is to read more. And I don't have exactly a goal besides I have a book list that I have to get done by the end of the year. I did this kind of last year and I really, really loved it. I think reading is incredible and it's honestly a lost art. I don't really know if it's a lost art, but I do think that there's not as many people reading, and that makes me sad because I love books. I love them. But even for me, like with the rise of short form content and our attention spans just going to 3 seconds at the most, I think that it's hard to sit down and read a book, and I've found that in myself. It's really hard to sit down and just read and turn every single distraction off besides the book at hand. So yeah, it's kind of been like a mental game as well to really sit down and read and give myself that practice. But as the title of this video says, first, it's back day. It's honestly becoming one of my favorite days of the week. I am not going up to my regular gym because it's so far away and I have a lot to do, so I'm gonna work out in my neighborhood gym. I think that I have enough like equipment in there to get a pretty darn good back workout in. And I will say, if you have dumbbells or any type of weight, you can do any type of workout. And yeah, sometimes you have to get a little creative, but you don't have to have a huge gym or a nice equipment, whatever, to start working out and start moving your body. So yeah, my HOA gym, or whatever my neighborhood gym is, the gym we are going to be lifting in today. There is a chance that I'm not going to be able to film in there, which totally makes sense. I'm going to see, how many people are in there and what I can do. But if not, I'll put the workout in the description below because I do be loving my back days. I do be loving them. I feel like my lats and everything have grown a lot, and I do a lot of body weight work, so like a lot of pull-ups and stuff like that. Also, another big thing that I do, I don't know if you guys have ever read the book Atomic Habits. Funny enough, I have not read that book, but I have listened to like a Spark Notes version of it on YouTube, and it talked about habit stacking. And one of the things I do to actually get myself to read is I read while I incline walk on the treadmill. And usually with upper body day, I'll do 30 minutes of cardio afterwards. It's honestly, I like it. Like, I really don't have a hard time doing certain types of cardio. Technically, it's my running day, but I need to finish this book. So I'm reading the book The Mountain Is You, and that is going to be the first recommendation for you guys. Funny enough, I haven't even finished, so I know that that's funny that I'm already recommending it. But one, it talks about self-sabotage, and I feel like it's a perfect theme for the beginning of the year because I'm over halfway through it, and the things that are said in this book and the way that it calls you out is amazing. It really is. Like, if you need a call out in life, if you need to check yourself and like get back on track, and you don't even know why you're doing the things you're doing, like why you're self-sabotaging, why you're not hitting your goals and all of that stuff, read this book. From time to time, I'll just pick it up and open to a random page, and I'm like, oh, this is like, there's mini lessons within the book, which I think is so cool, instead of needing to read the entire thing again. Like, I really always pull myself out. Like, see, I just opened this page, perfectionism, and it talks about perfectionism, and then it says how to resolve this. Don't worry about doing it well, just do it. Don't worry about writing a bestseller, just write. Don't worry about making a Grammy-winning hit, just make music. Don't worry about failing, just keep showing up and trying. At first, all that matters is that you do what you really want to do. From there, you can learn from your mistakes and over time to get to the place where you really want to be. I love it. I really do. It's so simple, to the point, and yet so profound at the same time. All right, back day, eat, show you more of my books, and yeah, I'll see you in a second. Your new life is going to cost you your old one. It's going to cost you your comfort zone and your sense of direction. It's going to cost you relationships and friends. It's going to cost you being liked and understood. It doesn't matter. The people who are meant for you are going to meet you on the other side. You're going to build a new comfort zone around the things that actually move you forward. Instead of being liked, you're going to be loved. Instead of being understood, you're going to be seen. All you're going to lose is what was built for a person you no longer are. Remaining attached to your old life is the first and final act of self-sabotage, and releasing it is what we must prepare for to truly be willing to see real change. No. If you haven't read this book and you are interested in getting your life together, really having good energy, as it says, I highly recommend this. It has completely blown my mind when it comes to learning about food and nutrition. So, Dr. Casey Means was I think she was Harvard trained, but I could be wrong. She was a trained surgeon for years and years, and she basically realized that the healthcare system focuses on putting a Band-Aid on the problems instead of fixing the root cause. And a lot of the root causes of all of our health issues today has to do with food and the lack of good nutrients and good energy, as she puts it, in our food. And so she talks about how she came to find that out and ways in which you can have good energy and not have inflammation in your body. So if you are struggling with anything to do with mental health issues, because a lot of your gut microbiome produces your feeling good chemicals in your body. So if you're having problems with that, problems with inflammation, so bloating, acne, which I've been struggling with acne, anything like that, she really lays it out all in the book, and it's incredible. But I do warn you that it really kind of shows the underbelly, the negative side to a lot of the systems in America. But I hope that it is changing, and I think it is, because I think a lot of people are realizing that. So yeah. And bonus at the end, she does, she cites all of her sources, obviously she's incredibly smart, but she has a recipe book at the end if you buy her book. And I didn't even know that happened when I bought this book. I thought it was separate. So that's like an added bonus. Today I'm eating grass-fed beef, eggs, arugula. Here's the thing. I have a 80-20, maybe 90-10% diet rule where I am good, where I'm okay 90% of the time, but 10%, 20%, I kind of just eat, what I want. And that's not what she recommends. This is just me. But yeah, that's my breakfast today. Super high protein. I've come to find out if I have a high protein breakfast, I'm really full, satiated. And yeah, I'm really not hungry till dinner time. I will show you the next one in a little bit. Okay, I am winding down for the night. I have a little bit more work to do. I'm editing a vlog for tomorrow, but I'm gonna give you my 2 last favorite books ever if you want to just level up. And I know that a lot of these are very self-help focused, but that's really the only books I've been reading for the past year. But I want to change that. I want to do more fantasy books. I want to do more fiction books. So if you have any type of recommendation, any story that is transformative, any fantasy thing that's just beautifully written, please comment it down below. I'm so down to try literally anything, honestly. This one is another fairly popular one. I will say it's pretty dang short, and again, a easier read, but still beautifully written like a lot of these other ones. This one is near and dear to my heart because I actually read this with my husband. So if you have a significant other or a best friend, whatever, a partner, who cares, someone that you want to just like really work on yourselves with, but together and separately. This is an incredible book for that, and I think we're gonna read it once a year together because it is really short. Like, look at that. So the book is called The 4 Agreements. There's 4 agreements basically to life that will make you happy, and he talks about living in a personal hell on earth or personal heaven. So it basically teaches you how to live in a personal heaven, and these are the agreements, and I really come back to these every day. And even my spouse and I will be like, hey, you know, do that agreement, or, you know, whatever, and we'll like check each other, which I think is awesome and really good for a relationship. So be impeccable with your word. The second one, don't take anything personally. The third one, don't make assumptions. The fourth one, always do your best. And I know that seems very basic, but please give this one a try. Oh, can't recommend this one enough. And the last one that, I don't know if I want to say like I'm saving the best for last, but for each year I do a word of the year. So I have it on my little tag here. You're not gonna be able to see that. I choose a word for the year, something that I feel like I need to focus on, or a theme that I want to work on, and this is the book that was my last year's word, so 2024. This book is incredible. This author is incredible. I actually follow him on pretty much any social media account. In the world that we live in today, see, if you guys know me, I talk a lot about screen time, a lot about meditation, journaling, all of the good things, because in the world we live in today, it is a noisy world, and there are a lot of opinions and things thrown at you from every which way, whether that's work or family or social media or TV shows or news articles and stories that are so crazy, and things around the world and whatever, right? And so this book basically outlines how, you know, stillness is the key, but he talks about many people throughout the years that have mastered stillness and how they were able to balance a chaotic life and have stillness to be able to have a chaotic life and or a successful life. It says, stillness is the key to thinking clearly, to seeing the whole chessboard, to making tough decisions, to managing our emotions, to identifying the right goals, to handling high pressure situations, to maintaining relationships, to building good habits, to being productive, to physical excellence, to feeling fulfilled, to capturing moments of laughter and joy. I thoroughly agree. I think if you're not fully present in this world, you're going to miss a lot, and you won't be as fulfilled and successful as you want. And that is something I'm still focusing on, still finding stillness in the day. And I don't think a lot of fitness pages and stuff talk about that. So if you guys enjoyed this little mesh of mindset building activities and physical building activities, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite books are and anything else you want to see from me. But until next time, which might be tomorrow, bye.